Hey broskies, it's Sona, and today I'll be drawing YouTubers then versus now. Some of these YouTubers have gone through insane glow-ups and downfalls. By the way, I'm completely unbiased and this video is purely for entertainment, so don't cancel me. Let's get started. First up on this list is Nikacado Avocado. Right now, this YouTuber is a very hot topic ever since he disappeared from the internet for 6 months and came back with a video titled 2 Steps Ahead. But before we get into that, let's start from the beginning. Nikacado, aka Nicholas Perry, was born in 1992. Nick was very passionate about violin, majoring in violin performance in college. For a while, Nick managed to make a living as a freelance violinist while also working at Home Depot, and his dream was to perform in a Broadway orchestra in New York City. But however, because there was so much competition in the music industry, he struggled to make it big. While in New York City, Nick met Orlin, which eventually led to them starting a relationship together and getting married. Orlin at the time already had a YouTube channel and eventually encouraged Nick to make his own YouTube channel as well. And so he did, naming the channel Nikacado Avocado. This channel started off as a lifestyle type channel consisting of vlogs around Nick's life, his music performances, and also his veganism. He would do mukbang eating videos where he would eat while chatting. These mukbangs started out with normal sized, generally healthy meals. However, in 2016, Nick released a video titled Why I Am No Longer Vegan, expressing his new opinions on veganism and why he no longer wanted to be associated with it. This was when everything began to change. Nikacado's portion sizes became increasingly larger and also unhealthier with each new video, and along with it, increased his weight. Viewers began telling Nick that he was getting fat, which led to him eventually releasing a video in 2017 titled I'm Getting Fat and I Don't Know Why. In the video, comparing his new overweight self to his old skinny self, expressing he doesn't know how he got fat. He just really didn't know, guys. And this is when things really started going downhill. The food gets worse, his weight, and so does his mental health, with Nick starting to upload videos with very concerning titles and thumbnails, showing off his relationship problems, mental breakdowns, and talking about how bad his health is. This type of content continued on for a very long time, and the internet was all over it, with many dramas and controversies coming out about Nick. Nick eventually becomes known as the fat guy on YouTube, with online users very immersed in his lifestyle, feeling disgusted but entertained by Nick at the same time. Everyone was just watching this guy basically ruin his life. At one point, everyone said it was only a matter of time until this lifestyle would be the end of Nikacado Avocado, as his health had gotten so bad. Suddenly, in the beginning of 2024, Nick disappeared, with his last video being 6 months old. No one knew where he went, and some have even assumed he died. But then, on September 6, 2024, Nikacado released the video titled 2 Steps Ahead, revealing he had dropped a whopping 250 pounds, shocking the entire internet. In the video, he talks as if he was the mastermind of a sinister plan, and how he had everyone fooled, calling everyone ants, and that he had woken up from a very long dream. For years, no one knew if Nick's crazy persona was an act, or if he really was insane. He was always such a mystery and an entertaining character on the internet. So when people saw him come back as a new person, everyone's jaws dropped, including mine. It's heavily believed that Nick planned this all along, and it's theorized he recorded a bunch of mukbangs in advance for this plan, and while he was uploading these older videos, over the course of a year or two, he spent that time losing the weight, but who knows? All I know is that when Nick is talking in this video, he legit sounds like a Disney villain, and it's terrifying. On his socials, Nick posted videos of himself dancing and being weird. Some have even went as far as to suggest that the new Nick is actually AI generated, or that Nick quote-unquote took something in order to shed that weight easily. I don't think that's true, and I don't think it's right to assume stuff like that. We don't know every single thing about Nick or his life, but at the end of the day, he lost the weight, which can be a very difficult process. So I believe we owe the guy credit where it's due. We never thought he'd lose the weight, and hey, he did. Let's be real. This is what we hoped for, rather than facing his passing due to complications caused by his heavy weight. And I totally agree. Someone even commented, I always said to myself that I will get skinny when Nikacado Avocado gets skinny. Now I have no excuses. Nick is quite literally inspiring others to lose weight, which I think is a win-win. However, in recent videos, he is still shown eating large portions of food and continuing to do mukbangs, so whether or not he'll stay this way, I have no idea. Only time will tell. Despite his physical change though, I don't expect this to stop drama surrounding Nick anytime soon. It's apparent that part of him just isn't gonna go away. So one thing is for sure, Nikacado Avocado may have lost the weight, but at the end of the day, he's still very much an interesting character. Next up on this list is MrBeast. James Stephen Donaldson, aka Jimmy, and aka MrBeast, is a very popular YouTuber and businessman. His channel currently sitting at over 300 million subscribers, being the largest YouTube channel on the entire platform. Originally starting under the name MrBeast 6000 in 2012, where he would upload gameplay videos and commentary. In 2017, MrBeast's channel went viral after his counting to 100,000 video, which now sits at 30 million views. This was the beginning of MrBeast's true rise to fame. Not long after that, Beast began doing videos like giving away large amounts of money to help Twitch streamers, small businesses, and generally just people in need, as well as other various crazy stunts and challenges. Over the years, the quality and production of MrBeast's content has grown heavily, with MrBeast also having a group of childhood friends help with the production of videos, continuing to do even crazier challenge videos, and giving away increasingly large amounts of money, such as Last to Leave Circle wins $10,000, Last to Leave Slime Pit wins $20,000, and so on. These videos really blew up even more than his previous videos, really shaping the type of content MrBeast is currently known for today. Not only did people love these videos because, well, they were crazy ideas for sure, but also people grew to love the entire MrBeast gang. People loved watching friends goof off doing crazy things. I guess you could say the videos felt much more simple back then, and they definitely were. Much time has passed, and it's undeniable his videos are way more high production, and there are way more people working behind the scenes on his content. Beast has been heavily praised, being called a hero for things such as his Project Team Trees, Save the Turtles, and much more. However, as of recently, this praise has come to a very deep decline, and instead, Beast has been met with some very heavy criticism regarding many controversies and allegations that have come out, starting with a former member of his team, Ava Chris Tyson, being accused of being inappropriate with minors, leading MrBeast to remove her from the team, saying he was disgusted by such acts. Shortly after, a former employee of MrBeast came out with their own video, accusing Beast of rigging his own contests, as well as deceiving viewers, and other potentially illegal things. Since then, other former employees have come forward accusing MrBeast of having unsafe working conditions for his employees, as well as apparently hiring a man who has a very disgustingly bad record involving minors and should not be working with MrBeast, especially considering his audience is children. What's worse is that MrBeast also apparently knew about this guy's record while he hired him, hence to why he always had him wear a mask to hide his identity in his videos. Pretty disgusting. So needless to say, people are not happy with MrBeast right now, understandably so. His Feastable stands and stores are currently in shambles, and he has lost respect from many people. He has yet to respond to some of these allegations, but maybe he'll do a $1 versus $1 million lawyer challenge. Okay, but on a real note, as someone who used to watch his videos, I am disappointed to see this stuff come out about his channel, but honestly, considering how much stuff we see come out about YouTubers and influencers all the time, I'm shocked less and less. While I am definitely glad he's done so many good things and helped so many people, at the end of the day, that does not excuse these horrendous things he's been accused of. I don't know what to expect after all this, but I do think one thing is for sure. The internet will never look at MrBeast the same again. By the way, for legal reasons, this is all alleged, and I myself do not have exact proof of every single thing said about MrBeast. Thank you. Moving on. Moving on to a much more positive note, the next YouTuber on this list is The Odd Ones Out. Robert James Rallison is a very famous YouTuber, most commonly known as The Odd Ones Out on YouTube, with most of his content being animated stories about his life, opinions, and random ramblings. His channel currently has over 20 million subscribers. Wow. I thought he was just over 10 million last time I checked. This guy just keeps getting more and more successful with each breath. But of course, like every YouTube channel on this platform, well, besides Cristiano Ronaldo, James didn't get these subscribers and fame overnight. In fact, his YouTube channel didn't exist at first, because he first started posting webcomics online on the website Tumblr when he was 16. These comics were mostly comedic and lighthearted, containing the quote-unquote marshmallow persona we see today. Believe it or not, James' growth online at first was pretty slow. He posted over 100 comics before reaching 100 followers, which really shows James truly had passion for what he did. A lot of people nowadays will just post one drawing and then get upset if they don't get enough likes. Remember guys, consistency is key, and James is proof of that. Anyways, after a couple years, James finally made his YouTube channel The Odd Ones Out, with comic at the end of the name. I guess he just decided to change that last part. With his very first upload being a book I made as a kid, which is a really nice lighthearted story, and I actually recommend go watching it, and like all of his other content, because it's awesome. James' content started out as simple animatics featuring his marshmallow-like characters, telling stories and talking about random stuff. In 2016, his channel finally reached 100k subs, and from that point, James continued to grow rapidly, leading him to make the decision to drop out of his college and do YouTube full-time, which was definitely the right choice, as now, The Odd Ones turns out is one of the most successful animation channels on the entire platform, and well deserved. James's content slowly grew from still frames of characters to now having full-blown high-quality animation with an entire team to help. It's so insane comparing his old content to what he does now. He even has his own Netflix show, which is absolutely wild. But honestly, to me, the most wild thing is the fact that he can now randomly choose to have hands at will. Bro got a glow up and developed a whole superpower. It's so cool to see how far James has come, and I couldn't be happier for him. I really enjoy the dude's content, and he's a really positive guy that I have a lot of respect for. And it's unlikely, but James, if you're watching this video, hi, I think you're cool. Keep being awesome. Hey broskies, thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think of these YouTubers' transformations in the comments. And if I end up doing a part 2, let me know what YouTubers you want to see next. Okay, bye!